Looking back at the last 5 years of the Conservative-led coalition government, what would you say are your proudest accomplishments that have happened over the past 5 years of Cameron's government?
Really, I think changing lives. And what changes lives are the opportunities for people to go out and fulfill their abilities, to fulfill their talents. And yes, that means jobs. 1.9 million more jobs. It also means better schools. It means that people premium that we've spoken about. And actually, I visited a job centre plus a couple of weeks ago who were dealing with our universal benefit and our welfare reform, which I know a lot of people disagree with. And when you're dealing with such huge changes, there are always going to be difficulties. But I was really taken aback. The staff there were inspired. People who've been out of work for months were getting counselling. Almost people who are qualified to be professional counsellors, psychological training, to explain to them the benefits of work. How, yes, it's a transition, yes, there are going to be problems, yes, people haven't got the confidence, but they were in the business of turning lives around. And that actually was incredibly inspiring, and perhaps even something of a surprise given the bad press that these policies have had. That's what I'm in politics for. That is changing lives, and that's something I think is to be proud of.
On the NHS, do you think that in an age of austerity, rising living ages, sort of longer living lifespans that people have, and more expensive medical technologies, is a taxpayer-funded and owned healthcare service sustainable in the 21st century?
Absolutely. There's no question whatsoever. But you have to make efficiencies, you have to run it better, make that money go further. Free at the point of use is something that's here to stay. Public service, free at the point of use. My children were born in the NHS, my dad was an NHS doctor, my uncle was an NHS doctor, it's in my blood. But we have to have united leadership across all the parties. This is something I would work for in Parliament, to have continuity. And actually, we're getting there, because all the main parties agree that Simon Stevens, who's the new head of the NHS, is the man to really take it into the 21st century, secure it free at the point of use, but also make reforms to make that money go further.
And finally, if there is an EU referendum in 2017, would you campaign for Britain to remain in or to secede from the European Union?
Yes, I would campaign to stay in. I spent many years working in the British Chamber of Commerce in Brussels. I believe Britain's place is in the heart of Europe, but I'm afraid nothing is as simple as it seems. I would campaign to stay in, I would hopefully vote to stay in, but if we were confronted with a situation where, for example, we weren't able to negotiate the way we wanted to, and we were confronted, as I said, that gentleman with perhaps joining the euro, then with great regret I would have to reserve the right to vote no. But I don't think it'll come to that. It's up to the British people to decide, not me. I'll campaign to stay in. I think we will stay in, and that'll be a yes vote.
Okay, so Marcus, thank you very much indeed.